Hello there, let's go and listen to the dogs barking and I'll give you a tour of my own gym. Right, basically I've got two sheds. This one, shed number 1, and here I've got one of these chin up bar things on the door. You clip it off, clip it on, away you go. The chin ups, quite cheap these things. Right, I've got an old treadmill here that I bought second hand for £100. Works fine, I've had it a couple of years. What I do with this is I don't run on it because I'm a bit too heavy to run. What I do is I've put a piece of wood at the front and jacked it up a bit, screwed it down, and I walk quick uphill rather than run. Now what I've got here is my old favourite exercise bike, which I've had for years and years. The dial and everything don't work on it, but who cares. Now what I've done with this is put this wooden contraption on it, as you can see, and what that is I put my laptop on the top of here like that, stick a film on or whatever and pedal away, and you just forget about it. It's better than staring at a wall for half an hour. So then there's that. I made this wrist roller the other day out of some fatter wood because I think wrist rollers work better if your thumb and your fingers don't meet. Then you got to grip it tighter. If it's like that, then I don't really think they're effective. I think they're better if it's like that. So I made a fatter one. I use that quite a bit. Now what I've got, this is sort of, if you like, my cardio room. I've got a Gazelle freestyle, tiny little, but that's good if you're starting out, but I've sort of too good for that now. But if you're really overweight, they're a good thing because they relieve a lot of stress off your joints. Now I'm progressed onto a treadmill. Okay, now this is the real deal. This is my super shed, if you like, and this is my proper gym, and that's a dog barking, and he never ever stops. And here we go. You know, it's a small shed really, but you know, I'll get it all crammed in. Here we are. I have my dumbbells, and you can see they're all different. I've picked them up all over the place. One here, one there. Had some given to me, and you know, begged them. So I like to use these with the spin lock collars because they don't come off. I have had some with collars with screws in them, and I've had them come loose and the weights go flying across the room. So I prefer these type. Oh, dog's barking. How about that? And I got these protein tubs which are filled with sand, and my son uses these because he does martial arts, and they're great for gripping like that. You grip them. I don't feel that in my forearms already, right? I got some wooden push-up stands on my head. Made them. Doing press-ups on. They're good, solid. This is my nice little bench that I made. Rock solid bench. Out of some old wood, and about a tub of glue and about 500 screws to make sure it's absolutely rock solid. That's not going to move. Now I've got my little board here for writing stuff, which I had out the school. Threw this away because the bottom piece here had broke off. So they gave it to me. So who cares? It works. Screwed it up. There you go. Mirrors. Dustpan. Keep the place tidy. them will have wheel things. These are dirt cheap, you can get these for £5, £5. There's a little Batman symbol there I made for no reason, I was just bored. And there's Lewis, she's a babe. Skipping ropes, I've got tons and tons of skipping ropes that you pick up. You can get them for £4 or £5. I've got all different types, some heavy, some light. You never get the one that's exactly right, there's something wrong with all of them. I made these things for karate, which are like a lump of concrete on a stick, basically, that's exactly what they are. And you can use these for martial arts people, use them, karate people. That one, it's just a block of wood on a stick. This I made, knock this up. Just a bit of wood really, nothing clever. Stand on it and the calf raises. Like that, up, down, simple enough. Now this bench, I bought this for £120. It's a nice bench, incline, leg thing. I particularly like the lap machine, I use that a lot. I've got a few attachments for it. But a major fault with it, and the person who designed it should have been shot, was these uprights. And if you're buying a bench, you want to watch out for this. These uprights are spaced wrong. So when you're bench pressing, my hands was here and I was hitting the things. You know, when you start bench pressing heavy weights, you're going to cut your fingers off. So I made these pieces here with a piece of wood spacer inside. I mean, it's rock solid, so that now my hands are here and they miss the poles. I've dropped them inside a bit. So if you're buying a bench, make sure they got these narrow uprights here and here. If they're spread apart, your hands are hitting when you're bench pressing. So watch out for that. I've got an old knackered up medicine ball there. Some plastic weights, which I had half price. I don't like plastic weights, but those are half price, so I had them. I said thank you very much. And bars, I've got a selection of bars. Got an easy bar, big long one, a little one. I've cut that one down because I use that one in the house for Les Mills pump, if you've ever seen that. And to make sure I didn't keep banging the bar into the wall, I cut the end pieces off and made it shorter. This is a nice little tip if you're under that. This is what it was like. It was like that, then a longer thread. It's only put one weight on it anyway, so. Got my plastic weights. I've got these press up things I made, just bits of wood. So, you know, for doing press ups, don't bend your wrist back. These are the gym rules. I don't know if you can read that, but it says rule number 1, keep the gym tidy. Rule number 2, do not drop the weights. Rule number 3, do not bench press alone. Rule number 4, do not forget rules 1, 2 and 3. And that's a picture of Odin. And I think that's about it really. So I'll show you a little thing I made for the lat machine. Okay, now what this is I got one of these clips from a DIY shop, and I put a piece of strung rope on it to make that a little bit longer, for, if you can see it, for triceps. One of the tricep push downs, because the weight was going up and hitting the top before I got it down, so I made that. Simple enough. I bought that. That's a tricep thing. Oh, and I'll show my punch bag. This is a clever thing. Well, I bought this. Great little thing, I love it. Better than a punch bag, because a punch bag is hard to angle and you can't really go all the way around it. With this you can move all the way around it. The only thing is, if you're tall, I'm 6 foot, you find you're punching down. When it's on maximum height, it's still too small. So what I did, I made a little table like this. It's a little table. Put that on, and then I use it like that, and it doesn't move or come off. Great. So that's a little tip, might come in useful. This is my cactuses. I like growing cactuses. I've got them everywhere. And that's about it really. Be creative, invent things. I'll show you my dips machine. La la la. Here we go, dogs are barking, it's wonderful. Right. This is my little dips thing I made. I had some old steel, welded it together. It's nice, works okay. Put some wood on it, made it stronger. There you go. And I made these Indian clubs, which is basically a weight on the end of a club with a bolt through it to hold it on. And you can do tons and tons. They're usually smooth handles, but I kept slipping off, so I put this pattern on them to give them a good strong grip. And there you go, 2 Indian clubs there. No problem. And if you want to make some of these, make them very light, because this is a lot harder than it looks. 2 or 3 pound will be heavy enough. Okay folks, this is my odds and ends, all this shit and bits, gloves. I don't like wearing gloves, but I wear them in the winter because the way it's freezing cold. Here's the things that was originally on this. Completely in the wrong place. My hands hit them every time I put the weights down, so I took them off. And there you go. It's small in here, but if you keep it tidy, you can get it done. Okay, and I can always go outside if the weather's okay. Most of the time it isn't. Okay, I've got the stand there that I used to hang a punch bag on. I had a big heavy punch bag on here, but I don't bother with that now. I use this one instead. I like this better. Okay, thank you, goodbye.